What to draw when you have no ideas? Art challenges will boost your creativity. They are a great way to find inspiration or to stay consistent with your creative practice and connect with other artists in the community. So for a long time now I have been practicing illustrations and many of them in my sketchbook. But of course I am not always full of ideas. Over the past year I collected a lot of different art challenges and prompt lists and did also some of them myself. You will discover new challenges or artists you didn't know yet. Even though I never managed to keep fully up with the challenge, I enjoy doing it so much. Hello lovely people, my name is Kata, I am an artist based in Germany. I've always wanted to make videos in English to connect with other creatives all around the world. One thing I have always loved with art challenges is how they bring people all over the world together. They create connections and give us little glimpses into the daily life of other artists, into their work, their dreams. And I love to see all the little daily stories about their art. Even though I never managed to keep fully up with the challenge, I enjoy doing it so much. The idea for this video actually came from you, because I asked if you wanted to know more about other challenges and many of you said yes. So I made a list, planned the video and reached out to all the artists who created or host those challenges, if I can mention them, and many of them answered me and said yes. So thank you all so much for replying. I think it was very special to connect with the artists I really like. At first I wanted to say thank you to you for inspiring others, for sharing your beautiful art every day. Thank you for giving advice and encouragement to other creatives and for having the courage to share your art with the world. I have two categories for this video. The first one is daily or weekly sketching. First challenge I ever noticed was the Draw Daily Together challenge. It was created by Malu Hendrikszen, an artist herself, and with the challenge she encourages other people to draw daily and sharing it on Instagram to see how other artists painted the same reference photo, maybe in a different style or a different way. What I really like about this challenge is that you can go there every time you don't have any idea what to paint, and there will be several reference photos for the week. So there's a lot of things you could draw and draw them in your style. I personally chose some reference photos and painted them in my sketchbook when I didn't have any idea. Malu Hendrikszen is a Dutch mixed media artist who paints her experience in nature and shares how her expressive sketchbook practice can help with your daily struggles like illness or problems you may have. If you enjoy painting florals just like me, you will like the next page. It is called the New Botanica Collective on Instagram, where you can find a lot of flower bouquets or flower still lifes to paint in your own style. And it's so interesting how all the different creatives make it so unique every week. It is hosted by the artists Teresa Barroso and Joanna Dornellas, who encourage everyone to observe and paint nature, and especially those beautiful flowers. The next artist I want to feature is Moody. I really like her videos about sketchbooking and art supplies, and she created the challenge 7 Days of Sketchbook Joy. It is a short creative challenge for only 1 week to help artists to reconnect with their playful side of sketchbooking. Katie encourages us to have fun painting and to paint without pressure, but simply enjoying the daily painting process. Also, she published a book named Sketchbook Joy, if you prefer to read it in a book. The artist Linda van den Berg is a Dutch artist who creates so lovely illustrations. I really adore her character design in her illustrations and the painting style. I really recommend checking her out on Instagram. During the last years, she had a challenge. It was called Tekenuurtje. This means drawing hour in Dutch. There were some reference photos of interesting characters that you could paint in your own style. Recently, she began another challenge. She posts a reference photo of a maybe environment or nature photo, and you can add your own characters to the scene. This is definitely something I could improve in my art, the character design or expressive personalities of figures and illustrations. This is very interesting to observe in other artists too. Yeah, and I think with those challenges you also can learn a lot about composition or color combinations you may like or don't like. Very fascinating. And the last artist in this category is Michelle Perry. I found her through her art challenge 100 Days of Wonder, where she painted a very small watercolor painting every day about something very beautiful in her daily life that make her wonder and be in awe. So this is definitely a challenge that can help you be more mindful in your daily life and art practice in what you notice in the world around you, or even rediscover your curiosity in everyday life. Now we come to the second category, challenges throughout all the year and seasons. The first artist I want to mention is Elaine Lee. She has the most light-hearted illustrations. I love her color palette. It is so joyful, and she has a lot of pastel and rose tones. Every month she publishes a prompt to draw and then features also some of the drawings of a community on the profile. In February there is the challenge February Frost. It is a winter themed drawing challenge which focuses on the tiny beginnings of spring and also frosty landscapes. I saw so many beautiful illustrations this February. I also wanted to participate myself, but I was very late, and so yeah, I didn't have the time anymore. But I wanted to point out 2 artists that nailed the challenge for me, which was so beautiful. The first is Ha. The second is Céline, which is called Petit Crocus. They both make the most beautiful gouache illustrations, and I'm really a fan of their work. So thank you so much for inspiring us every day. I really admire your consistency with painting like this in your sketchbook, and yeah, so cool. In February, there's also the challenge Nature's Note. It is focused on observing and painting the world and the nature around you, especially in this lovely month February. It is hosted by all those artists. Next challenge in March is Vintage Book Week. It is a drawing challenge inspired by old and mostly children books and is hosted by the artist Leyk. And she also has different other challenges like Drawberry Days, the Tiny Home Challenge, and Wintery Woods. In her illustrations I really like the cute animal characters she makes. It is woodland inspired, and she adds so many cute details to her illustrations, especially with the small animals. In May we have the May Kind Challenge. It is a mindful and reflective art challenge which encourages artists to make kind and uplifting illustrations, bring light and happiness into the life of others. And it is created by the artist Anna Shepata. I hope I pronounce it well. And she focuses so much on positivity and joyful colors in her work. I really love it. She also has this challenge Draw This in Your Style, where she makes an illustration and you can make it in your own style. In August there is the challenge Dogust. It is all about painting different dog breeds throughout August, and it was created by the illustrator Eliza Arts, but I discovered it through the artist Kayla Elders, and I immediately was so drawn to her illustrations because she has such a special way to capture the little and cute dogs, and especially Samoyeds, because she also lives with a Samoyed, and yeah, I'm really a fan of how this like also minimal but so cute way to draw them. Thank you so much for sharing up with your art. Look who visited me. In September I can now name the Tiny Home Challenge, which is also created by Elizabeth Leyk. It invites artists to draw special, imaginative tiny homes in nature and whimsical illustrations with animals in unusual homes. Now we come to the special drawing month, October. So in October there's also Peachtober, an art challenge which provides a prompt every day through the month October and was created by the Australian illustrator Sian Dont. I hope I pronounce it well. And she has such a vibrant and playful, beautiful, joyful style. I think it's one of the largest challenges because there's such a great community and vast community with artists and creative who do her prompts, and I found it so special because there are not only paintings in this art challenge but also little animations or pottery or you name it. I also did the Peachtober challenge last year, and I think I only did half of the prompts, but it was the first time I invested so much time in a challenge and it was so fun. Two other artists really inspired me on this challenge. Their work is so beautiful, and the first one is Magdalena, known as the Wild Pencil on YouTube and Instagram, and also Elyazhen is called Leah's Daydream on YouTube and Instagram, and she did such beautiful illustrations. Go and follow her on YouTube. I really think that she deserves a bigger audience. In October there's also Kamptober by Krixis or Christiana, where she focuses on lesser stressful way to do this challenge because there are only prompts every second day of the month. And I really like her peaceful and beautiful nature-inspired illustrations. She also has, or had, I don't know, a challenge which is called the Woodland Challenge, and you can check on her Instagram when this will happen. And I really like which prompts she selected because they are all so nature and woodland inspired, and yeah, thank you also for all your videos. In November there's Folktale Week. I discovered it recently. There were several prompts and the idea is to be inspired by myth and folklore. These prompts, they were perfect to make a whole story out of it. I really enjoyed what the hosts created of this, but there were also a lot of other artists doing it. One of them was Ariane. I will link her below. And also Krixis. She also did several videos, and those were such beautiful illustrations. In December I discovered the Cozy Advent Challenge, and I did one page, one spread in my sketchbook as well, and then was very busy in December, so it is an extra challenge to do something in December before Christmas. But I discovered the artist Julie Tedesco and thought that she and her illustrations were very special. Like, her style is very unique, and so thank you so much for allowing me to show your work here. So of course these are challenges I discovered through my own feed and my own algorithm and the people I follow. So I would be really interested in if you know other challenges you want to share with us in the comments. What do you draw when you have no idea what to paint? And have you tried art challenges, and which ones you would recommend? I think I always discover such gorgeous artists through your recommendations. For example, the last one was Malu, and this made me so happy to discover her. If you want more art challenge inspiration, you can click on my playlist. So thanks again to all the artists. Thank you for hosting the challenges and being a part of this whole creative community. So happy creating and painting, everyone. Liebe!